This isn't just a habit. It's her body's frantic attempt to manage the surge of excitement and anticipation your presence ignites. It's like her nervous system is doing a little jig, unable to contain the potent energy you bring. This subtle unrest is a profound indicator that her internal landscape has been dramatically shifted by your proximity. It's not just nerves. It's a silent symphony of heightened awareness, an almost involuntary physical manifestation of her psychological state. Imagine a bird ruffling its feathers not out of discomfort, but due to an overwhelming internal sensation. Her fidgeting is precisely that, a nervous discharge of pent-up energy, born from the thrill and tension of being near someone she's deeply attracted to. And here's the clincher. If these small agitated movements stop the moment you step away, you were the electrifying trigger. It's a direct cause and effect relationship that speaks volumes. Next, watch her hands. Specifically, watch what she does with her hair. A woman's hair is a powerful, sensual tool, and when she's fantasizing about you, she'll often use it without even realizing it. Is she twirling a lock around her finger, smoothing it back, or subtly flicking it over her shoulder? She's not just tidying up. She's unconsciously drawing your gaze, highlighting her femininity and making herself feel more alluring in your presence. This act is an ancient primal dance of attraction, a silent invitation. It's an instinctive preening, a biological imperative to present herself in the most favorable light. Without a conscious thought, her fingers might find their way to her hair, not just to fix it, but to enhance her physical appearance, to subtly beckon your attention. She's unconsciously presenting herself, enhancing her appeal, and simultaneously it's a nervous release, a tangible expression of the heightened awareness she feels when you're close. It's her way of saying, "I'm keenly aware of you, and I want you to be aware of me." This gesture is a delicate balance of subconscious display and nervous energy, a testament to the powerful effect you have on her. Now, let's talk about the windows to her soul, her eyes. They never lie. When a woman is captivated, her eyes will betray her every time. Does she hold your gaze a fraction of a second longer than socially normal? Does she steal quick, almost imperceptible glances when she thinks you're not looking, only to dart her eyes away, then back again? This isn't shyness. It's an internal magnetic pull. Her eyes are drawn to you as if by an invisible force unable to resist seeking you out. This prolonged gaze, or the repeated quick glances, are her subconscious signals of intense focus and fascination. It's a visual tether, binding her attention to you. And here's the science: pupil dilation. When a woman is deeply aroused, fascinated, or emotionally engaged, her pupils will involuntarily enlarge. So, if her eyes seem to deepen, sparkle, or lock onto yours with an unusual intensity, she's not just listening. She's mentally, emotionally, and perhaps even physically undressing you with her gaze. This isn't something she can control. It's a physiological response to heightened emotional arousal. Her pupils are literally expanding to take in more of you, signaling a profound level of interest and internal excitement. And if her gaze dips from your eyes to your lips, even for a fleeting moment, she's not just hearing your words. She's imagining how they'd feel against hers. A potent visualization of intimacy. This subtle eye movement is a direct window into her unspoken desires, hinting at a fantasy that's playing out in her mind. Fourth, the subtle lean. This is about proximity, and it's a telltale sign of her unconscious desire to close the gap between you. People guard their personal space fiercely, so when she consistently finds ways to step into yours, it's a powerful statement. Is she leaning in closer when you speak, even if the room isn't noisy? Does she stand a little nearer than necessary, or brush past you with a soft touch that feels just a bit too intentional to be accidental? These aren't random movements. They're gravitational pulls. Her body is literally moving toward you, drawn by an invisible thread of attraction. This subtle invasion of personal space is a bold declaration of comfort and desire. It's her body speaking a language of closeness, a silent plea for intimacy. Even in a crowded room, if she angles her body, her chair, or her attention directly toward you, she's silently declaring her preference for your presence, a profound signal that she yearns to be closer to you in every sense of the word. She's creating a bubble of shared space, a microcosm of intimacy that signals her profound connection and attraction. This consistent pursuit of proximity is a powerful indicator of her underlying desire to be near you, physically and emotionally. Fifth, she mirrors you. This is one of the most profound psychological signs of deep attraction and subconscious rapport building. When a woman is fantasizing about you, She'll unconsciously begin to mimic your actions, gestures, and even your vocal patterns. If you cross your legs, she subtly follows suit. If you lean forward in conversation, she mirrors your posture. If you speak with a certain rhythm or intensity, she'll match it. This isn't a conscious act of imitation. It's an instinctual drive to align herself with you, to create a sense of harmony and deep connection. It's her subconscious attempting to establish a deeper bond, a non-verbal affirmation of her connection to you. This mirroring goes beyond superficial gestures. It reveals an intimate level of engagement where her subconscious is trying to become one with yours. She's not just observing you, she's absorbing you, deeply tuned into your energy and attempting to sync with your very being. This phenomenon, known as chameleon effect, is a powerful indicator of empathy and rapport, revealing that she feels a profound connection to you, so much so that her body unconsciously aligns with yours. Pay attention to how quickly she mirrors your movements or how subtly she adopts your mannerisms. The more pronounced and frequent the mirroring, the deeper her subconscious connection and attraction. Now, let's go lower. Her feet. Most men completely overlook this, but her feet are often the most honest part of her body. Unlike her face, which can be carefully controlled, her feet betray her true focus and interest without her even realizing it. If a woman's feet are consistently angled directly toward you during a conversation, even if she's in conversation with someone else, it's a profound, silent clue that you are the central point of her attention. Her subconscious is literally pointing her toward you. This isn't a conscious choice. It's an involuntary directional pull, indicating where her interest truly lies. On the flip side, if her feet are pointed away, toward an exit or another person, it's a sign of disinterest or a desire to escape. But if they're aimed at you, she's mentally and physically rooted in your presence, signaling that you are the object of her deepest focus, even when her words might be directed elsewhere. Her feet are a compass, always pointing to her true north, you. This subtle, often overlooked cue can provide invaluable insight into her genuine feelings, cutting through any polite facades. In a social setting, observe how her feet behave. If she's engaged in conversation with a group, but her feet remain steadfastly pointed in your direction, it's a powerful and unmistakable signal that you hold a dominant position in her mind and her desires. 7th, observe her hands around her neck or collarbone. These are inherently vulnerable, delicate areas. When a woman touches or highlights these regions in your presence, it's a potent mix of self-consciousness, attraction, and exposure. She might adjust a necklace, lightly graze her collarbone, or run her fingers over the back of her neck. Why, it's a dual signal. On one hand, it's a soothing gesture, a way to calm the nervous flutter your presence creates. This self-soothing behavior indicates a heightened state of emotional arousal, where your presence is stirring significant internal feelings. On the other, it's a subconscious act of drawing your eyes to these sensitive, intimate areas, creating a palpable layer of unspoken intimacy. This isn't just a nervous habit. It's her body signaling both vulnerability and a quiet invitation for you to notice and perhaps to get closer. She's exposing a delicate part of herself, both literally and figuratively, indicating a level of comfort and trust that often accompanies deep attraction. If she does this while maintaining strong eye contact or leaning in, the signal is even more pronounced, a powerful blend of seduction and vulnerability. It's an unspoken invitation to connect on a deeper, more intimate level. 8th, the blush. This is one of the most undeniable and uncontrollable signals of raw attraction. Blushing is an involuntary physiological response. She cannot fake it. When a woman is excited, flattered, or deeply drawn to you, blood rushes to her face, painting her cheeks with a delicate, telltale flush. If you notice her cheeks warming when you enter a room, when you compliment her, or when you lean in close, that's not a coincidence. It's her body's primal reaction, exposing the intense emotions she's feeling. This sudden flush of color is a powerful, honest indicator of her internal state, a direct reflection of the emotional impact you have on her. And here's the beauty of it. Blushing is almost impossible to fake. If she's turning red around you, it's because her feelings are bubbling to the surface, whether she consciously wants you to know or not. It's pure, unadulterated desire shining through, a visual testament to the profound effect you have on her emotional and physiological landscape. A blush is a gift, a genuine, unfiltered revelation of her attraction and excitement. And finally, the 9th sign, the one she cannot fake, her focus on her lips. This is incredibly subtle yet profoundly revealing. When a woman is fantasizing about you, Her lips become the focal point of her unconscious body language. You might catch her lightly biting her lower lip, slowly moistening them, or delicately touching them during your interaction. These aren't random actions. They are powerful, unspoken signals of physical yearning. Her lips are unconsciously drawing your attention, silently communicating a desire that goes beyond words. This subtle self-touch or attention to her lips is a subconscious act of highlighting them, making them a focal point of your gaze, and hinting at a deeper, more sensual interest. Even when she's laughing at your jokes or lost in conversation, if her lips keep betraying her, she's not just thinking about your words. She's imagining something more. If her eyes consistently shift between your eyes and your lips while you're conversing, it's one of the clearest, most primal subconscious giveaways. She's not just hearing your words. She's imagining the feel of your lips on hers, replaying fantasies that only exist in her deepest desires. This is her body betraying her most intimate thoughts, a silent, undeniable craving. This focus on her lips is a direct, albeit subtle invitation, a visual cue that she's imagining a more intimate connection. But wait, there are two more bonus signs that truly seal the deal, revealing just how deeply she's fantasizing about you. Bonus, sign 1. She finds subtle reasons to touch you. Touch is the most ancient and intimate form of communication, a primal language that transcends words. When a woman is consumed by thoughts of you, she'll instinctively seek opportunities for physical connection, even if they appear innocent on the surface. She won't boldly grab your hand, but she'll engineer moments where touch feels natural, almost accidental. Think about it. A light brush of her arm against yours as she laughs at your joke, a tap on your shoulder to get your attention, her fingers lingering a fraction too long when she hands you something, or a playful nudge during conversation. These aren't random acts. They're meticulously crafted moments of connection. Each brief touch is her subconscious attempting to bridge the physical gap, to create intimacy, and to inject you with a dose of oxytocin, the bonding hormone. This release of oxytocin, often called the love hormone, strengthens feelings of attachment and connection, indicating her subconscious desire for a deeper bond. If she reserves these subtle touches exclusively for you, and not for others, it's a powerful indicator that she's not just crossing the personal space barrier, but dissolving it, drawn to you on a profoundly intimate level. She's creating a physical intimacy that speaks volumes about her emotional investment. Pay attention to her body's reaction immediately after these touches. A small smile, a slight blush, a momentary intake of breath. These are her body's tells, confirming that the physical connection ignited a flicker of the fantasy she's been nurturing in her mind. This is her subconscious confirming that she enjoyed the contact and is perhaps replaying the interaction in her head. Bonus sign. 2. She brings you into her imagination. This is arguably the most powerful and undeniable sign that you've infiltrated her deepest thoughts and romantic fantasies. When you occupy a permanent residence in her mind, she won't just show it with her body. She'll start weaving you into the fabric of her inner world, her future, and her daydreams. How does this manifest? She'll subtly integrate you into her stories, her hypothetical scenarios, or even her aspirations. For instance, she might playfully imagine how you two would tackle a specific situation together. If you were here, you'd probably figure out how to fix this in 5 minutes. Or she'll paint vivid pictures of adventures and experiences where you're an essential part of the scene. We'd totally get lost hiking that trail, but at least it would be an epic story. She might even test the waters with overtly romantic hypotheticals. Can you imagine us dancing at a wedding? I bet we'd be the best on the floor. What she's doing here is more than just casual conversation. She's constructing a shared reality, inviting you into a version of her future where your presence is assumed, desired, and integral. These aren't random comments. They are direct windows into the fantasies she's been nurturing about you. Psychologically, this is monumental. When someone mentally places you into their personal narratives and future plans, it signifies that you've transcended casual interest and have taken root in her emotional landscape. This is where true emotional attachment begins to flourish. If you frequently catch her doing this, do not dismiss it as mere small talk. It's her subconscious revealing that she's not just thinking about you in the moment. She's actively imagining you as a fundamental part of her life and her future. This act of integrating you into her internal world is a profound testament to her emotional investment and the depth of her fantasies. To truly master this art of decoding female body language, you need to understand the nuances, the context, and the subtle interplay of these signs. It's not about looking for a single isolated signal, but rather observing clusters of behavior that consistently point towards a deeper attraction. For example, a woman might occasionally fidget, but if her fidgeting is combined with prolonged eye contact, mirroring your gestures and subtle touches, then the message becomes undeniable. The convergence of multiple signs amplifies their significance, providing a robust and reliable indicator of her hidden desires. Let's delve deeper into the why behind these signals. Each of these body language cues is rooted in evolutionary psychology and primal instincts. Fidgeting, for instance, can be traced back to our ancient fight-or-flight responses. In the presence of someone we are attracted to, our sympathetic nervous system can become activated, leading to an increase in adrenaline and nervous energy. This manifests as restless movements, a subconscious way for the body to discharge this heightened state. Playing with her hair, this goes back to preening rituals observed across the animal kingdom. It's an instinctive effort to enhance appearance and draw attention, signaling fertility and attractiveness. The hair, often associated with vitality and youth, becomes a tool for subtle seduction. Eye contact, especially pupil dilation, is a hardwired physiological response. Our pupils dilate when we are interested in something or someone, allowing us to take in more light and, metaphorically, more of the object of our desire. It's a primal signal of absorption and fascination. When her gaze lingers, it's not just polite. It's a deep-seated craving for visual connection, a subconscious attempt to bridge the emotional distance. Leaning in and proximity are fundamental aspects of human bonding. We instinctively move closer to those we feel safe with, those we are drawn to. Invading personal space is a powerful act of trust and intimacy. When she leans into your space, she's not just physically moving closer. She's emotionally drawing you into her world, demonstrating a deep level of comfort and desire for connection. Mirroring, as we discussed, is a cornerstone of rapport building. It's an unconscious social glue that signals empathy and understanding. When she mirrors your posture or gestures, her subconscious is saying, "I understand you, I'm like you, and I connect with you." It's a powerful tool for establishing harmony and demonstrating a deep, almost instinctual connection. The direction of her feet is a fascinating insight into our subconscious orientation. Our feet often point towards what we are truly interested in or where we want to go. This makes them incredibly honest indicators of focus. While her face might be polite, her feet will reveal her true desire to engage with you, or conversely, her desire to disengage. It's a subtle but powerful insight into her authentic intentions. Touching her neck or collarbone combines vulnerability and self-soothing. These areas are sensitive and exposing. Touching them can be a way to comfort oneself in the face of strong emotions, like excitement or nervousness around someone attractive. Simultaneously, by drawing attention to these areas, she's subtly inviting a gaze, creating a moment of heightened intimacy and unspoken allure. Blushing is perhaps the most honest signal because it's completely involuntary. It's a primal physiological response triggered by strong emotions like embarrassment, excitement, or attraction. The sudden rush of blood to the face is a direct, undeniable manifestation of her internal state, a physical confession of her feelings that she simply cannot control. It's a beautiful, raw, and irrefutable sign of her attraction. Finally, the focus on her lips. This is often linked to the subconscious desire for kissing and intimacy. When she draws attention to her lips through subtle gestures like biting or licking them, she's not just making them more prominent. She's unconsciously hinting at a deeper, more physical connection she desires. It's a subtle invitation, a visual cue that speaks directly to the potential for romantic intimacy. Understanding these underlying psychological and evolutionary roots of body language will deepen your ability to interpret her signals. It's not just about memorizing a list of signs. It's about comprehending the fundamental human instincts that drive these behaviors. This holistic understanding will allow you to read her like an open book, to anticipate her desires, and to respond in ways that build profound and lasting connections. Now, let's talk about your role in this dance of attraction. Once you've identified these signals, how do you respond? The key is not to confront her or make her feel exposed. Instead, use your newfound understanding to subtly reciprocate and create an environment where she feels safe to express her attraction more openly. If she's fidgeting or playing with her hair, Acknowledge her presence with a warm smile and an engaging question. This can help her channel her nervous energy into conversation, making her feel more at ease. When her eyes linger, hold her gaze just a moment longer yourself, allowing for that deeper connection, then break it gently with a smile. This reciprocation shows you're equally engaged without being overly aggressive. If her gaze drops to your lips, a subtle, confident smile can hint that you noticed, creating an electric tension without a single word. If she leans in, subtly mirror her movement, showing that you're comfortable with the closeness. This can encourage her to continue closing the distance, building intimacy naturally. When you notice her mirroring your actions, you can subtly lead. Change your posture or gesture and see if she follows. This confirms her subconscious alignment and allows you to guide the interaction. If her feet are pointing towards you, maintain your open posture and engaging conversation, reinforcing her subconscious inclination towards you. If she touches her neck or collarbone, respond with a genuine compliment that focuses on her, making her feel seen and appreciated, which can deepen her comfort and attraction. If she blushes, don't point it out directly in an embarrassing way. Instead, smile warmly and make her feel safe and accepted. Perhaps by shifting the conversation to a lighter topic, allowing her to recover while still feeling cherished. And if she's focusing on her lips, maintain eye contact, lean in slightly and keep the conversation engaging. The unspoken tension will build, creating a powerful sense of anticipation. By understanding these signals and responding authentically and confidently, you transform yourself from a passive observer into an active participant in the dance of attraction. You'll be able to navigate these interactions with a newfound clarity, understanding her unspoken desires before she even articulates them. This isn't about manipulation. It's about empathy and understanding, about connecting with her on a deeper, more profound level than most men ever achieve. It's about building genuine rapport and fostering attraction that goes beyond superficial words. So let's recap the ultimate guide to decoding her secret desires. If a woman is fantasizing about you and can't stop thinking about you, her body will confess through these 9 undeniable signs. 1. She fidgets when you're near, unable to contain her nervous energy. 2. She plays with her hair, drawing your gaze and signaling allure. 3. Her eyes linger on you, deepening and dilating with attraction. 4. She leans closer, physically and emotionally drawn to your presence. 5. She mirrors your actions, syncing with your essence. 6. Her feet point toward you, revealing her true focus. 7. She touches her neck or collarbone, a mix of vulnerability and invitation. 8. She blushes around you, an uncontrollable confession of her feelings. And 9. She focuses on her lips, silently hinting at deeper physical desires. Remember, words can deceive, but the body rarely lies. By attuning yourself to these subtle yet potent signals, you will gain an unprecedented understanding of her hidden emotions, her deepest desires, and her undeniable attraction. When you can read her body language like an open book, you'll never second-guess her intentions again. You'll know exactly how to respond, how to deepen the connection, and how to seize the opportunities others blindly miss. If this video has awakened your senses and empowered you to read between the lines, then don't just watch. Act. Hit that like button now to spread this vital knowledge to more men who deserve to unlock these secrets. Subscribe to our channel for more groundbreaking insights into the intricate dance of attraction, relationships, and the hidden realms of female psychology. And now I want to hear from you. In the comments below, share which of these 9 signs have you witnessed. Did you ever realize too late that a woman was secretly fantasizing about you? Your stories are powerful and I'd love to read them. Until next time, keep deciphering, keep connecting, and keep unlocking the undeniable secrets of attraction. Use arrow up and arrow down to select a turn, enter to jump to it, and escape to return to the chat.